Maggie Weston with the Face of Fullerton. Welcome to episode 51. Today I have a special guest with me. I have Kris Cass. Kris Cass is the author and illustrator of the Gravy Boat Birdfeeder. And I just want to talk to Kris a little bit, ask him a couple questions. Kris, you also grew up here in Fullerton, right?
Yeah, I've been here since 75.
Since 75, yeah. Okay. So we're going to ask Kris a little bit about growing up here in Fullerton, and then we're going to get into the book. So, Kris, tell me, 1975, what was Fullerton like?
It was cool. It was really, everything was where I moved in over by Acacia Park and Rosary and all that was still pretty undeveloped, so we had a lot of fun messing around in the creek and up in the hills and BMX riding and doing all that stuff.
And is that where you started skateboarding too?
I actually started skateboarding a little before that on my brother's Black Knight skateboard with the clay wheels.
Okay,
back in Diamond Bar.
Yeah.
We lived in Diamond Bar for a few years before we moved to Fullerton.
Okay. And we're at the skate park today because Kris still skates today, right?
Yeah. I'm 54 years old and I'm still skating.
Yeah, part of who you are.
Yeah.
All right, and so then you also wrote this book called The Gravy Boat Birdfeeder. Mm-hmm. How did the book start? What inspired you to write the book?
Well, we were looking to watch birds, right? Mm-hmm. And we got the idea one day to make a Gravy Boat bird feeder. So, or not a Gravy Boat bird feeder, but just a bird feeder. And basically what happens in the book happened to us. You know, we went to the internet and looked for different types of bird feeders. We never saw the Gravy Boat style. So we bought a plate. I went to drill holes in it and cracked the plate, so I had to find something else. And so I found our old Gravy Boat bird feeder and ended up using that, and we loved it even more. Right,
it actually turned out to be a better solution, right? Because the book also talks about the squirrels and how the squirrels are trying to eat the bird feed and stuff like that.
So we hung it where they couldn't reach it.
Right, exactly. And you know what I really liked about it, reading it too, especially in the times that we're in right now with 2020 and everything that happened, I think it's a really good lesson, and I think it's a really great book to have for your kids in adaptability and like finding another solution to a problem. And I think that it really pertains to now, and I think everybody should buy it and get it for their children.
Absolutely.
And one of the other things that I know that since 2020 happened and we're not doing things in person, and you were Zooming with some of the kids from Rolling Hills because you were also the illustrator of this book. So you were teaching some of the kids how to draw?
I taught them how to draw a couple of the characters in the book, which are like, I mean, it's not rocket science, you know, it's basic figures, but the kids, you know, we're talking to like 2nd and 3rd grade children, and they love it. So it's like something they can do that's pretty easy, and you know, it's fun, interactive. You know, trying to keep it fun on the Zoom calls, because I'm watching my 2 little 9-year-old girls. They're down here skateboarding right now. They're having a rough time with the in-school or the Zoom learning. I've taken, you know, a couple cues from that, because like they're all over the map, and so like you got to keep the kids interested with like
gotta engage
keep it
them.
Short,
So what advice would you have for people who want to write a book?
I'd say go for it. If you want to do it, go for it. I'm nobody special. I just wanted to do a book, and I did it. You know, it's like some things are easier to do. It's not like climbing Mount Everest, but you know, like when I did it and I finished it, you know, there's a little sense of accomplishment because you actually, you know, did something you said you were going to do.
Right.
How many times do you ever do that? You know?
Right.
I know it's kind of few for me. But
and I noticed that you put it to a little song also.
I did, yeah. Well, I've been in bands for 20 plus years. I've always been a singer. So not really singing, because I've been in punk bands, so it's more like just screaming or whatever. But basically, my buddy George, who's the drummer in our last band, and the band before that, George Disguster, he's on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. He played guitar for me because he's like kind of a Dave Grohl type. He can play all the instruments. And he played guitar, accompanied me. He's a better singer than most people I know too. He does it all. But yeah, he helped me out, and so we made a song, and we posted it, and it was for a kids book fair.
Okay.
First book fair that we did.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm looking at getting more into doing the kids Zoom interactions with more schools, and like, you know, it's fun, and you know, everybody wins on that one. Because,
right.
like, you know, we're trying to get the word out.
Right. And do you have anything coming in the next year?
Yeah, in 2021, we're actually going to do a hardcover book, because this one's soft cover.
Okay.
It turned out the story, I think, was great because I wrote it, but it wasn't enough pages for a hardcover. I guess you need another, like, almost twice as thick or something like that. So the next one is going to be called Captain Pj Onesie.
Okay.
And it's about a mom with superpowers, and she has 2 little helpers, which happen to be my daughters.
Okay.
And so it's kind of like a, you know, takeoff on them. So I'm keeping it kind of in the family.
All right, good. Like this one was inspired by the family.
Yeah,
and by a time in the family.
Stuff I know, you know.
Yeah.
Write about what you know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And so if anybody wanted to find you, they could find you on what?
You can find us, we have a website, the www.gravyboatbirdfeeder.com. Or you can find us on Instagram at gravyboatbirdfeeder.com.
Okay.
So those are the 2 main
And Facebook
places.
too, right? You're on Facebook also.
Yeah, we're on Facebook. We're on. You can get the electronic book on Amazon, and you can order if you're in Fullerton. I'll drop the book off personally to you if you want to order. Just come check us out.
Okay, sounds good. And we are also going to have a contest and give away one of the books. So what I'm going to do is put in the bottom of this YouTube video the 2 questions that I'm going to ask you that you're going to need to answer. And then I'm also going to ask that you definitely follow on Instagram, the Gravy Boat Feeder, as part of the contest. So we will go from there. Thank you for joining me. It was really great getting to know you.
Thank you.
All right, see you around town.
All right.
Thank you for joining me. The Fullerton Skate Park is located at 801 Valencia Avenue in the city of Fullerton. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget, spread the cheer.